Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Season 1 of XDefiant is dropping later this week, tomorrow actually, July 2nd, if you're watching this video when it first goes live. And today, we are breaking down everything you need to know about the major Season 1 update. First things first, big shout out and thank you to my friends over at Ubisoft and XDefiant for allowing me to get a bit of an early sneak peek at Season 1. They sent over some assets that you guys are going to be seeing in this video, breaking down various showcases of all the new content and even some early gameplay as well of Season 1. Now, across the board, this is a really significant update, especially when it comes to content. That's going to be our main focus in this video. There's a bunch of new stuff coming for operators, weapons, maps, modes, everything like that. So here's a general rundown before we get into the exact specifics. We are going to see the brand new GSK faction from Rainbow Six. We've got 3 new maps coming throughout the entirety of the season. Clubhouse is going to be dropping at launch, Daytona is coming in season, and Rockefeller is coming in season. We've got a brand new Capture the Flag mode coming in season. 3 new weapons as a part of the brand new Battle Pass, the Lavoa C rifle, the sawed-off shotgun, and then a brand new sniper as well. There's going to be brand new weapon mastery levels, levels 4, 5, and 6 of that. We'll get into the details of those because it's actually pretty cool what they're doing with that. And then also ranked play and some exclusive ranked play rewards. So jumping into some specifics here, we actually have a lot of details about pretty much everything I just, overviewed there. So the faction, first and foremost. New seasons of XDefiant are going to introduce new factions, and our first one here is GSK. If you play Rainbow Six, you're probably familiar with the faction itself. As far as the abilities and upgrades for GSK go, it is, game-changing for sure. There's going to be a lot of very impactful ones debuting with GSK. So there's going to be the Shockwire high voltage defense system. Essentially, you can put down the Shockwire. Enemies that go into that are going to end up being tangled up in that, and they'll be pretty easy to take out. There's also the ADS, which is known as the Active Defense System, almost like a trophy system in a sense. This is going to stop explosives, can be used pretty effectively in various scenarios. All of the GSK faction characters actually have ballistic helmets on them. Those will help with headshots, so you can tank a little bit more there. And then ultimately you have the tac shield, which has a flash ability on the front of it, so you can actually flash enemies. And then you can pull out your pistol while you're using it, sort of use it as mobile cover. It's going to be really good. Now, in general, the entire GSK faction is built around defense or holding down various spots on the map. So if you are a more defensive style player, this is going to be a great faction for you. Or if you're a big objective player, holding down choke points on the map or various different spots with the objective, whether it's capturing a flag or whatever the case may be, this is going to be a really good faction for that style of gameplay. The active defense system in specific is something I think is going to be used really effectively. This can be planted on a bunch of different surfaces, including ceilings or like tucked away areas, so the enemies might not know to shoot it right away. However, while this is obviously stopping all those incoming explosives and projectiles, this can be hacked by DedSec, so you got to be careful of that. But across the board, brand new faction that definitely introduces a new dynamic and a new style to gameplay. And by the way, as we are going through all the new details here, quick reminder, if you are new to the channel, you want to guarantee you're always up to date with all the new videos, feel free to hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoy this one, if you're excited for Season 1 of XDefiant, be sure to drop a like as well. Next up, let's talk a little bit about weapons. This personally is what I'm the most interested in this season. And we've got 3 free weapons debuting through the free Battle Pass. So you'll be able to earn these weapons just by playing the game. And keep in mind, the Battle Pass in general is going to have new skins, all sorts of new content based around Season 1, obviously similar in style to the Battle Pass that we had during the preseason or Season 0, right? But as far as the weapons go, we've got the Lavoa C rifle, and the way that this one is described is almost like a souped up M4. It's going to have better handling and a better fire rate. However, it is going to have less range and more recoil. So it's going to shoot quicker. It's going to be a little bit more aggressive, but not great over range. It was also mentioned that it does have the best time to kill when you factor in body shots. So as long as you're hitting center mass with this thing, it's going to be a really good aggressive rifle. I imagine this one's going to be up towards the top of the more aggressive meta just in general here. We also have the L115 sniper rifle. This is more of like a middle ground sniper, it was described. It's not going to be too slow or too fast. It is, however, going to be a consistent one-shot kill. So sort of, like I said, the middle ground of the sniping meta that we have now with the XDefiant. And then there's also the sawed-off shotgun. Now, what's unique about this is that it's actually going to be a secondary. Now, because of that, it's going to be much weaker than all those primary shotguns, especially when it comes to range. It's not going to have much, and of course, since it's a sawed-off shotgun, you're pretty limited with ammo, but it's incredibly lethal for those close range fights. So if you're someone who doesn't find themselves using their pistol a ton, and you'd rather just have that close range security to pair with your sniper or with a rifle or whatever the case may be for your mid to long range primary, that sawed-off secondary could be very, very valuable for that. We also got a ton of details on the full ranked mode within season 1 here. So 4v4, of course, standard there, where it's going to be comprised of Occupy, Domination, Zone Control, and then Escort. The start of each season, though, is going to have this sort of warm-up period that lasts for a week, for a 7-day window. When the season kicks off, that's going to be ranked practice. So you can sort of get a feel for the new season's balancing, or maybe the new weapons you're going to be using, or whatever the case is there. And then after that week, everyone, obviously within season 1, is going to be starting off on the same level, but in future seasons will be reset down to silver to restart that season's ranked play. Now, within ranked, we are going to have 7 different tiers or divisions, whatever you want to call them. That's going to be bronze, silver, gold, ruby, emerald, diamond, and then legends. And within each of those, there's going to be 10 levels that you go through. So you start at level 1 bronze, you hit level 10, you pass that, you're level 1 silver, so on and so forth. However, legends does not have any ranks. You're just a part of the legends, right? And if you end up finishing the season in the top 500 for legends, you do end up getting an exclusive reward there. As far as playing with your friends goes, or partying up for this, if you're within 15 levels of each other in general, then you can queue up to a party of 4. However, if you reach diamond and then higher, you can only queue up with a party of 2, so only duo queuing beyond that point. That's going to make for some interesting gameplay, and obviously you got to figure out who you're duo queuing with. If you got a 4-man squad, all right, who are the 2 most likely to get into legends, and to meet that, well, clearly you got to party up there. So be interesting to have those conversations with your squad when the time comes. With this though, if you are partying up instead of just going into solo queue with ranked, it is going to prioritize that party-based matchmaking similar to pubs, but it's not always going to happen because ping is still king, even in ranked. So with that, if you're queuing with a party of 4, you won't always fight other parties of 4, but most of the time that's going to be the priority. As far as the actual ranks themselves go and getting, different ranked points per match, with RP, ranked is based on performance, wins, and losses. So if you are the best player on the winning team, you're going to get the most RP. If you're the best player on the losing team, you're going to lose the least amount of RP. If your team is favored to win in the pregame and you win, you're going to get less RP than if you were the underdog. And if you, lose as the favored one, you're going to lose more RP. Objective play factors into it. Overall gameplay is sort of taken into account as the true best performer, so it's not just based on kills. If you got the most kills but you're not the best performer on your team, you're not going to get the most RP for that, right? So you have to be an all-around player. You can't just be the slayer or just the objective guy. It's going to be a mixture of both there. And then each season is going to have those ranked exclusive rewards. What I really like about this is that you instantly unlock and always keep the rewards as you increase tiers. So if you get to silver in one season, you're going to get the silver rewards, and then also the bronze rewards or whatever is available there. But then if you jump up to gold, you're still going to be able to keep your silver rewards. And if you get certain rewards in gold but then D-rank into silver, you'll still keep the gold rewards too. So you're going to be able to maximize your content there to whatever tier you end up getting to. I really do like that system. We also got some more details on just general updates in the future of XDefiant 2 through a community Q&A. So a couple of highlights and key takeaways from this. They are currently developing a prestige system for XDefiant. They did not give a definitive timeline here, but it's coming in the future. For weapon mastery, this is something that's going to consistently evolve season over season. As I mentioned at the start of the video, we do have 3 new levels of weapon mastery. So obviously there's bronze, silver, and gold, but now there's going to be titanium violet at level 4, titanium azure at level 5, and titanium prisma, which is actually an animated camo, at level 6. And in the future, they do plan on doing more for weapon mastery there, so even more of a grind is coming for that. They do plan on bringing keyboard and mouse support and functionality to console. However, there is no ETA on that. Private matches are also in the pipeline, so those will be coming here soon. A kill cam feature also currently is in development and being worked on, so we should see that eventually implemented, but again, no ETA. And then of course, the bomb mode, aka S&D, is confirmed for season 1, so we'll have that if you're a fan of those single life modes. All that being said, those are effectively the main takeaways for XDefiant Season 1. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button on your way out. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.